What happens when a country superstar expecting a friendly chat walks into one of the most uncomfortable TV moments of her career? That's exactly what happened when Carrie Underwood sat down on The View, turning what was meant to be a casual interview into a tense on-air confrontation that left both the hosts and the audience stunned. It started like any other morning in New York. Carrie arrived ready to promote her new album and tour, upbeat, smiling, and completely unaware of the storm ahead. Whoopi Goldberg opened with her usual warmth, joking with the audience, while Joy Behar flipped through her notes with a look that hinted something serious was coming. Sarah, Sunny, and Alyssa looked relaxed as the cameras rolled. The segment began easily: holiday plans, favorite songs, and how Carrie balances music with family life. Everything seemed light and friendly. When Whoopi introduced her, the crowd roared. "Please welcome the incredible Grammy-winning Carrie Underwood," she said. Carrie walked out glowing, her voice calm and kind. "Thank you for having me," she said. "It's always fun being here." Joy smiled. "Your new album's doing so well, the critics are saying it's your most personal yet." "It is," Carrie replied. "I poured my heart into this one. It's about love, faith, and learning to stay grounded. For a while, things were smooth. Carrie spoke about songwriting, touring, and the joy of connecting with fans. The energy was relaxed until Joy's tone changed slightly. She leaned forward, looking thoughtful. "Carrie, your songs really connect with people from small towns, rural communities. A lot of your fans come from conservative backgrounds. Do you ever think about the influence that gives you?" The question caught Carrie off guard. She smiled politely. "I just try to write music that brings people together," she said. "Songs about love and hope, things everyone can relate to." Joy nodded slowly. "Sure, but your fan base listens closely to what you say and or don't say. Do you ever feel pressure to speak up about social or political issues?" The air suddenly felt heavy. Carrie kept her composure. "I'm not here to talk politics," she said gently. "My focus has always been on the music." Joy didn't back down. "But sometimes staying quiet can send a message too. Don't you think silence can be dangerous when people trust you so much?" Carrie's face stayed calm, but her tone grew firmer. "I think people are capable of thinking for themselves. My fans are good, hard-working people. They don't need celebrities telling them what to believe." Joy tilted her head. "Even if what they believe isn't always accurate? You have people in your audience who deny science, vaccines, elections. Doesn't that bother you?" Carrie's eyes narrowed slightly. "That's unfair. You're labeling millions of people based on a stereotype. My fans aren't ignorant. They're individuals with their own views." The audience murmured, sensing the tension. Whoopi tried to smooth things over, but Carrie continued. "I think what divides us more than anything is judgment, and comments like that don't help." Joy crossed her arms. "So you don't think public figures have a responsibility to speak out when misinformation spreads?" Carrie took a breath. "I believe in speaking with kindness. I believe in respect. What I don't believe in is turning every conversation into a lecture." Joy smirked. "That sounds like an easy way to avoid taking a stand." "Or maybe," Carrie said sharply, "it's choosing not to add more noise to an already loud world." The room went quiet. Carrie leaned forward slightly. "People don't want to be told what to think. They want to be heard. When you talk down to them, you lose them completely." Joy tried to interject. "But when famous people stay silent, bad ideas spread." "And when famous people talk too much," Carrie replied, "people stop listening altogether. There's a balance, and I try to stay in mine." Whoopi tried again to move on, but the conversation had already taken on a life of its own. Carrie's tone was calm but edged with emotion. "You say my silence is dangerous," she said. "But what's really dangerous is assuming everyone who disagrees with you is misinformed or wrong. That attitude doesn't unite. It divides." Joy gave a short laugh. "I'm not trying to divide. I'm asking for accountability." Carrie looked directly at her. "Accountability goes both ways. Maybe the media should think about how it talks to people instead of talking down to them." The audience gasped. Joy fell quiet for a moment. Carrie continued. "I've met people all over this country, teachers, nurses, parents, who feel unheard because they're tired of being mocked for what they believe. They just want respect. That's what my music stands for." Joy looked down, flipping her notes nervously. So you don't think artists should use their voices for change? Carrie smiled faintly. We already do. Just maybe not in the way you expect. Whoopi finally cut in. All right, ladies, let's take a breath, she said with a half laugh. But the audience could tell this wasn't going to fade quietly. Carrie turned toward the camera. To my fans, thank you for being yourselves. You don't need anyone, not even me, telling you what to believe. Keep being kind. Keep thinking for yourselves, and never let anyone make you feel small for what you believe. Some audience members stood and clapped, while others stayed seated, unsure how to react. Joy forced a polite smile, but the tension hung heavy. Alyssa spoke softly. I think Carrie's point about respect is really important. Sonny nodded. People can disagree without tearing each other down. Carrie smiled at them both. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. As the show cut to a commercial break, Whoopi gave a small nod of respect. Carrie remained composed, but her message was clear. What started as a normal interview had turned into one of the show's most talked-about moments. A clash between a quiet kind of strength and a confrontational kind of conviction. When the cameras stopped, the hosts sat in stunned silence. That clip spread across social media within hours, drawing millions of views. Some praised Carrie for standing firm and keeping her grace. Others sided with Joy, saying silence isn't neutral. But no one could deny that Carrie Underwood handled the heat with remarkable poise. In a world that demands everyone take sides, sometimes the boldest thing you can do is refuse to play the game. What do you think? Should stars speak out on issues or let their art do the talking?